Hello and welcome to the English Learning Podcast. I am your teacher, and I am very happy that you are here today. If you are new here, this is a special place for you. This is an English podcast for beginners who want to speak clearly and confidently. Today, we have a very important topic. It is a topic that many students ask me about. We are going to talk about housing. Specifically, we are going to talk about renting an apartment. Moving to a new home is exciting, but it can also be very stressful. It is even more stressful if you have to do it in a new language. Maybe you need to call a landlord, or maybe you need to visit an apartment and ask questions. You might feel nervous. You might be afraid that you will not understand the answers. You might worry about making a mistake with your money or your contract. Do not worry. That is why we are here. In this lesson, we will learn exactly what to say. We will learn the most common questions to ask a landlord in real American English. We will practice these questions together, slowly and clearly. By the end of this video, you will feel much more confident. You will know the right words to use. You will be ready to find your perfect home. So, please find a comfortable place to sit. Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's start our English listening practice. First, let's learn the important vocabulary. To talk about apartments, you need to know the names of the people and the money. The most important person you will talk to is the landlord. The landlord is the owner. They own the building or the house. They are the boss of the property. If something breaks, you call the landlord. If you want to rent the apartment, you must speak to the landlord. The next person is the tenant. The tenant is you. A tenant is the person who pays money to live in the house. When you agree to live there, you become the tenant. When a tenant and a landlord agree, they sign a paper. This paper is called a lease. Sometimes we call it a rental contract, but usually, we say lease. The lease is very important. It has all the rules. It says how long you can stay. It says how much money you must pay. Never sign a lease if you do not understand it. Read it carefully. The money you pay to live there is called rent. Usually, you pay rent one time every month. For example, you pay rent on the first day of the month. In the United States, rent is usually expensive, so you must ask about it clearly. But wait, rent is not the only money you pay. You must also ask about utilities. Utilities are the services for your home. Utilities include electricity, water, gas, and sometimes internet or Wi-Fi. In some apartments, utilities are included. This is good. It means you pay one price for rent, and the water and electricity are free. But in many apartments, utilities are not included. This means you must pay the rent, and then you must pay extra bills for the lights and the water. This can cost a lot of money, so you must ask. There is one more money word you need to know. It is the security deposit. A security deposit is money you pay before you move in. It is usually equal to 1 month of rent. The landlord keeps this money safe. Why? Because accidents happen. If you break a window, or if you damage the wall, the landlord uses this money to fix it. But, if you are a good tenant, and you keep the apartment clean, you get this money back when you move out. Now that we know the words, let's learn the questions. Imagine you see a sign that says, apartment for rent. You pick up your phone to call. What do you say? The first question is very simple. You need to know if the apartment is free. You ask, is the apartment still available? Available means, is it empty? Can I rent it? Sometimes, many people want the same apartment. Maybe someone else rented it yesterday. So, the first thing you ask is the apartment still available? If the landlord says, yes, you ask about the money. You ask, how much is the rent? This is the most important question. You need to know the monthly price. Then, you must ask about the extra costs. You ask, are utilities included? Remember, you need to know if you pay for water and electricity. If the landlord says, no, you should ask, how much do utilities usually cost? This helps you plan your budget. You also need to ask about the rules. You ask, do you allow pets? Pets are animals like dogs and cats. Many apartments in America do not allow dogs. Or, they only allow small dogs. If you have a pet, you must ask this question first. You need to know when you can start living there. You ask, when can I move in? Move in means to bring your boxes and your bed and start living in the house. Maybe the apartment is empty now, so you can move in today. Or maybe, the old tenant is still there, and you must wait until next month. Finally, you need to know about the contract length. You ask, how long is the lease? Usually, a lease is for 1 year. 12 months. But sometimes, it is for 6 months. Or sometimes, it is month to month. Month to month means you can leave any time, you just have to tell the landlord a few weeks before. These questions are simple, but they are very powerful. This is easy English, but it is also professional. When you use these questions, you sound like a smart tenant. You sound like a native English speaker. Now, we are going to do the most important part of this lesson. We are going to practice speaking. This is an interactive exercise. I want you to listen to my voice, and then repeat the phrase out loud. Do not just listen with your ears. Speak with your mouth. Move your lips. This is how you build muscle memory. This is how you learn to speak slow English perfectly. I will say a sentence. Then, there will be a quiet time. In the quiet time, you say the sentence. Are you ready? Let's try it. Is the apartment still available? Is the apartment still available? I am calling about the apartment for rent. I am calling about the apartment for rent. How much is the monthly rent? How much is the monthly rent? Are utilities included in the rent? Are utilities included in the rent? Which utilities do I have to pay for? Which utilities do I have to pay for? Do I have to pay for water? Do I have to pay for water? Do I have to pay for electricity? Do I have to pay for electricity? How much is the security deposit? How much is the security deposit? When do I pay the deposit? When do I pay the deposit? When can I move in? When can I move in? Is the apartment available now? Is the apartment available now? I want to move in next month. I want to move in next month. How long is the lease? How long is the lease? Is it a 1-year lease? Is it a 1-year lease? Do you allow pets? Do you allow pets? I have a cat. Is that okay? I have a cat. Is that okay? Is there an extra fee for pets? Is there an extra fee for pets? Is there parking near the building? Is there parking near the building? Is the parking free? Is the parking free? Does the apartment have a washing machine? Does the apartment have a washing machine? Is the apartment furnished? Is the apartment furnished? Furnished means it has furniture. Unfurnished means it is empty. I am looking for a furnished apartment. I am looking for a furnished apartment. Can I schedule a tour? Can I schedule a tour? I would like to see the apartment. I would like to see the apartment. What is the address? What is the address? Is the neighborhood quiet? Is the neighborhood quiet? Is it near public transportation? Is it near public transportation? Is it near a bus stop? Is it near a bus stop? Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help. I will think about it and call you back. I will think about it and call you back. Very good job. Excellent practice. I know it can feel strange to talk to a computer, but this is the best way to learn. Daily English conversation is about muscle memory. The more you speak, the easier it becomes. Now, let's put all of these words into a story. Stories help us remember vocabulary because we can see the situation in our minds. Sit back, relax, and just listen to the story of Maria. Maria is moving to a new city for her job. She is excited, but she is also a little nervous. She needs to find a place to live quickly. She wants a small apartment. She wants a safe place. And she wants a quiet place where she can sleep after work. Maria goes online and looks at pictures of apartments. She sees one photo that looks nice. It is a small apartment with big windows. The kitchen looks clean. The price is $1,000 per month. Maria thinks, this looks perfect. She picks up her phone. Her hands are a little shaky because she is nervous. She dials the number. A man answers the phone. Hello, the man says. This is Tom, the landlord. Maria takes a deep breath. She remembers her English lesson. She speaks slowly and clearly. Hello, Tom, she says. My name is Maria. I am calling about the apartment on Main Street. Is it still available? Tom sounds friendly. Yes, he says. It is still available. Nobody has rented it yet. Maria smiles. That is good news. Now she asks her next question. How much is the rent? It is $1,000 a month, Tom says. Okay, says Maria. $1,000 is okay for my budget. But, are utilities included? Tom explains clearly. Water and heat are included. But you must pay for electricity and internet yourself. Maria writes this down in her notebook. She does not want to forget. Water is free. Electricity costs money. She asks the next important question. When can I move in? Tom says. The apartment is empty now. You can move in on the 1st of the month. This is perfect for Maria. But she has one more very important question. Maria has a small dog named Max. Max is a good dog, but she knows that some landlords do not like dogs. Do you allow pets? Maria asks nervously. There is a silence on the phone. Maria waits. Then Tom says. Yes. We allow small dogs. But you must pay an extra $20 fee every month. Maria is so happy. She does not mind the extra $20. She is just happy that Max can come with her. That is fine, Maria says. Can I schedule a tour? I want to see the apartment. Sure, says Tom. Come over today at 5 p.m. Later that day, Maria goes to the building. It is a nice brick building. The street is quiet. She sees a bus stop right in front of the door. She thinks. This is great. It is near public transportation. Tom meets her at the door. He shows her the apartment. They walk into the living room. The sun is shining through the window. It is warm and bright. Is it furnished? Asks Maria. No, says Tom. It is unfurnished. You must bring your own bed and sofa. Maria looks around the room. She imagines her blue sofa near the window. She imagines her books on the shelf. It feels like home. Is the neighborhood safe? She asks. Yes, says Tom. It is very safe and very quiet. The neighbors are nice people. Maria feels good. She likes the place. She likes the landlord. She knows the price. She understands the rules. I want to rent it, she says. Tom smiles. Great. Here is the application. Maria fills out the paper. She feels very proud of herself. She did it. She spoke in English. She asked all the right questions. She understood the answers. And now, she has a wonderful new home for herself and her dog Max. You see? Maria was successful because she was prepared. She knew the vocabulary. She practiced the questions. And you can do this too. You are ready. Thank you for listening to the English Learning Podcast today. I hope this lesson helps you. Remember, learning a language is a journey. You do not have to be perfect. You just have to try. Every time you practice, you get a little bit better. Your homework for this week is simple. I want you to go to the internet. Look for apartments in a city you like. It can be New York, or London, or any city. Read the descriptions. Try to find the words we learned today. Look for the word rent. Look for utilities. Look for lease. Just reading these words will help you remember them. If you like this lesson, please click the subscribe button. When you subscribe, it helps our channel grow, and it helps other students find these lessons. We have many more videos coming for you. We will talk about shopping, working, and making friends in English. Thank you for practicing with me today. Keep listening. Keep speaking. And I will see you in the next lesson. Have a wonderful day.